What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Sunday, and I hope you had a great weekend. Could there be another huge rally coming soon? We're going to talk about that today. We're going to be taking a look at both Bitcoin and Litecoin. Also, I want to remind you guys about the free Discord group in the description below the video. Awesome community, guys. Check it out. It's totally free. And today we're going to be giving out the free t-shirt, so stick around to the end. We will be doing that. And that is coming off of my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. There's also a link to that below in the description, so check that out. It's another way to help support the channel, along with the other affiliate links down there. So check them out, and let's get on with the video. All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind it's still a speculative market. Do not put in more than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, if you're new here and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand side of the screen. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. I do daily updates every single day, so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you tick that bell and hit the all after you hit the notification bell. Another thing, guys, definitely smash the likes, leave your comments, let me know what you think, and let's get on with it. All right, looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, we've been watching this for quite a while. This is the bull flag that I've been talking about, and we have been calling this a bull flag on this channel forever, and now other people are starting to call it that. We've been calling it a bull flag since the second touch on the bottom back in the middle of July. So, all right, looking at the measured moves, we'll run through this real quick, then we'll go into the more immediate price action and what's going on now. So, looking at this as just a falling channel, if we didn't look at it as a bull flag, the measured move off of that, looking at it as a channel, is 13,300 area. The next measured move would be measuring from the breakout right here around 5,800. That measured move, if we looked at that as the flagpole, would be around the 17,700 area. The next measured move would be measuring from the breakout down here around 4,150, which was the big run in April. And the measured move off that is about 19,200. I do think it is still possible, guys, that we see new all-time highs this year. I know a lot of people don't think it's possible, but if you just look over here, back in November of 2017, we were at 7,300. By the middle of December, we made it to 19,800. So, as you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, I do believe this could be a repeat of this over here, just in a more giant view of it. We could be making a giant copy of this right here. I do believe that. And just for sake of it, let's look at, if we were to, hold on a second. We were to take the measurement from where we're at right now in November and go up the same percentage as we were November 2017, that would get us up to the $25,000 range. That would be if we just made the same move like we did here, percentage wise. All right, let's get into the more immediate price action. We'll start out with the daily and looking at the bull flag. We'll zoom in a little bit so you can see how I have this drawn. I have it drawn off these wicks here and these wicks here. That is a perfect channel in there that we've broken out of right here. As you can see, we had major volume there, so that tells me we broke out of this. And we've came back down, tested it for support, and have been getting support on it. We take a look at the EMAs here. The EMAs are looking really bullish, guys. The 55 is the yellow one here. Our 8 has already crossed it. The 13 crossed it 2 days ago. and the 21 should be crossing it with sometime this week. That, in my opinion, is going to be extremely bullish, guys. Remember, this is my opinion. Don't trade off my opinion. Do your own research and your own due diligence. Let's look at the daily RSI. So here's the daily RSI. We've been tracking it in this falling channel, which we broke out. And we knew if we broke out of this, guys, if you watch the channel, that we were going to have a huge bullish move when we did. And that's exactly what happened. Now I want to point out that we are starting to see some hidden bullish divergence. If you look at the price action here, we're making a slightly higher low right here. And if we look at the RSI, we are making a lower low. That's hidden bullish divergence. We'll see how it plays out. Obviously, you can't really go off of that till the daily close and this tick ends. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. I may do a live stream later depending on how the price action is. Although I think it's less likely we get a huge move today, even though that is possible. But I believe next week will be a great week, in my opinion. All right, let's go into the 4-hour RSI. Looking at the 4-hour RSI, we've been watching. Same thing, we had a falling channel that we broke out of and broke back down under it. We had this rising broadening wedge coming out of this falling wedge. We look at the falling wedge, we broke out of it here, came back down, tested it for support, got support. I do think I am going to change this line here, guys, and put it up here. So it is still just a bigger broadening wedge. All right, so if we look at where we're at now, looks like we're probably going to come down and retest the bottom of this for the 4-hour. And remember, the 4-hour, all the RSI, until that closes, it doesn't, I think we'll probably close down here and then get a bounce. Let's look at that in the price action where that might be. And I have this target right here, and it's actually, if you're looking on the Coinbase chart, it's around the 9,080 range. And that also lines up with this trend line we have off of the wicks we have back here. And it's actually around 90.80, somewhere in there. That also will line up with the 55 EMA right here, guys. I do believe we'll most likely get a nice bounce there. If not, continuing our upward momentum. But I do have these targets down here, and we'll take a look at it. If this 90.80 area doesn't hold, I'd be looking at the lower targets. Let's throw the fibs on there. From the swing low over here to the swing high. And that's where I get my retracement values. So looking at, if this 90.80 doesn't hold, we may get some more sideways action for the next day or so to come down to the 89.25. If that breaks, then I would be looking down towards the 85.50 range, which is the 0.618. This is the 0.5 at 89.25, would be a 50% retracement. Worst case is going to be around that $8,000 range down here, which is the 0.786. I really think this is most likely going to hold here. But again, that's just my opinion. We have to see what happens. The market does what it wants. But I am looking at the 90.80 region right here. Now, let's get this off of here. And this measured move we had off of measuring this falling channel here, which I was looking at as a bull flag. And that gets us up to the 97.20 range. I'm still looking at that area, especially if we bounce here. As long as we don't make a lower low than we made when we retested this falling channel here. So right here. And that was around the 90.50. So if we don't make a lower low than that, this is still valid. Our retest here and continuing up to my measured move of 97.68. Now let's look at, and guys, if you want to start trading this and use leverage trading, I did make a Bybit tutorial. I'll leave a link to that above my head right here so you guys can check that out. It's just a quick tutorial, kind of to give you a quick idea of how it works and how to use the platform. So check it out. And yeah, by using my link to sign up, you get a $60 bonus. And it also helps the channel out. It helps keep this content free, guys. So let's look at the measured move of this whole move here. If we take this whole move, looking at this as a flagpole, and this is a bull flag, from where we broke out over here, that gets us up to around the 12,200 range. You'll see I have this here, this resistance line, old support, new resistance. As you can see back here, it was resistance for a long time, guys. We broke above it a few times, came back down, and just couldn't get back above it. So that is going to be one point of resistance. If we do break this 9720 range, come up here, possibly come back down, test it for support. If it holds, then I look for the 10,900. If that breaks and we make support there, then I'm looking for the 12.2, and then on to the higher targets that we discussed in the beginning. So anyways, that's where I'm at with Bitcoin. I'm still bullish here. Long term, definitely. We'll see how this plays out today. Let's look at, and again, it's on the weekend, so we're having low volume. But let's look at Litecoin now, and then we'll do the free t-shirt drawing or random comment pick for the t-shirt. Looking at Litecoin, we've been watching this as a falling wedge. This is on the daily, guys, and the measured move off the falling wedge is around the $114 range. So let's take a look in a little closer. And as you guys can see, the EMAs are all supporting right here. And the 55 EMA is up top, which is acting as resistance. Bitcoin needs to make a decision in here. And if it is up, looking at this as a bull flag, do a measured move of the flag, pull over here, come up to where it may break out. That gets us up to the $72 to $73 range, which will also line up with the 200 EMA on the daily. And guys, that doesn't mean we shoot straight up. None of these targets do. These are just measured move targets that give you a rough estimate of where we should be getting resistance from the move. So let's go into the RSI on Litecoin. And looking at this rising channel that we watched forever, fell out of it in a falling channel and got to where we are now. As you can see, we're retesting the top of this channel. If we break through this, that is pretty damn bullish, guys, in the daily. And are we seeing any divergence here? Let's take a look. And remember, this is the daily, so until it closes, it really doesn't count. But there is, if we look at this here, this is a lower low compared to over here. And if we look at that same one here, we're up here and we're about straight across from it. So it is making some hidden bullish divergence there. Let's go into the 4-hour RSI and see what we can see there. All right, so on the 4-hour, this is interesting. Let's yeah. All right, so we were looking at this as a falling broadening wedge, which we popped out of, came back down and broke back into it. We talked about this yesterday. We broke out of this falling wedge, came back down, tested it for support, got support, and I said, if you watched yesterday's video, that we would probably get resistance at this line, but if we break through, we'd have a nice move up. Well, we did get resistance, but that's not the end of the world. We can still tick up. This is the 4-hour. We can still come up here and break through. If we take a look right here, you can see there was a little inverse head and shoulders on the RSI, and that was a move down. See if there's any divergence there, and not really getting any divergence there. We are getting, let's go into the price action. We did break out of what I thought to be a bull flag here, but we have come back down to test this. So question is, do we move this line up here, which is a good possibility that it should probably be up there. Let me move this and we'll clone that line and look for a channel there also. I'm going to make that a thinner line here. Oops, I switched the wrong line. Dang it. Sorry, guys. All right. Now let me make this line thin. There we go. And see if it lines up. Somewhat lines up for a channel here. We go off this wick to this wick, but we do have these wicks poking through here, and I don't necessarily like that. But as you can see, we got support on the bottom of this triangle here again. So let's take a look at the measured move, measuring this as a channel. And if we were to break out over in this area, that still gets us up to the same target around the $63 range. It's up a little bit. So nothing much has changed there. If we can break up, if we break down, obviously it's a different story. We could be coming down to, hold on, let me move this out of the way. We could be coming down to this $53, $54 area. I do have a support and resistance line that is from a long time ago. And that's if we break down below here. And right now that's about the 57.31 range. Now let's do a measured move, measuring this as a flag pull from the breakout down here at $51 and bring it up to the top. And if we were to break out there, that target still remains the same around the $72 range, guys. So that's if we break up above this, and that right now that's around the $58, $59 range. We break above that, I look for the $63 range, and if we continue up from there, the 71. And like I said, that's not going to be one big green candle up, guys. It's, if you know how markets work, it's going to take a while to get there. I also have these lower targets here, and these are just the fib retracement levels to watch for if these areas don't hold. And 55.84 is the 0.5 Fibonacci, which is 50% retracement. If that doesn't hold, then I'd be looking at the 0.618 at 53.84. If that doesn't hold, then I'm looking back down towards the $50 range, which would be the 0.786. But as of now, guys, like I said, it looks like this is going to hold. We will be doing an update. Like I said, if we get some price action and anything changes or anything tonight, I will be doing a live stream. So that's where I'm at, guys. Let's do the random. Well, first off, this is my wife's webpage, inkerimage.com. There's a link to it in the description below the video. She does shirts, coffee mugs, beer koozies, hats, aluminum signs, other stuff too. She does keychains and stuff. You just get a hold of her in the contact and she can let you know what else she does. She does hoodies and stuff too. So they make awesome Christmas gifts. She can put anything you want, any crypto, even family pictures, whatever you want on any of this stuff. And yeah, another way to support the channel. Now let's pick a random comment in the t-shirt winner. Don't forget to check out, here's that Bybit trading tutorial. Definitely check it out, guys. I'll leave a link to that at the end of the video too. You'll see it. But the highest views last week would be this one. Bitcoin huge move coming. Be ready. We will copy the link, bring it over to the random comment picker, paste it in, load comments, and randomly pick a winner. Well, I can't win. Mike Weber, you have won. Get a hold of me in my email. It is in the description below the video. And let me know where you live and we will send it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the CryptoSavy logo above my head to get you subscribed to the channel. Also, smash the likes, leave your comments. It really helps, guys. And share the video if you belong to any groups and stuff. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all later. Take it easy.